Hummingbirds, among the smallest birds in the world, have long captivated the attention of scientists and nature enthusiasts alike. Despite their tiny size, these remarkable creatures exhibit extraordinary capabilities that defy traditional understanding of biology, physics, and energy dynamics in avian life. With over 300 species spread across the Americas, hummingbirds are uniquely adapted to survive and thrive in environments ranging from tropical rainforests to high mountain ranges. Their vibrant plumage, rapid wing beats, and astonishing metabolic rates place them among the most fascinating subjects of ornithological study. At the heart of a hummingbird's incredible power lies its physiology. These birds are built for speed, precision, and endurance. A typical hummingbird weighs between 2 to 5 grams, lighter than a nickel, yet maintains a heart rate that can exceed 1,200 beats per minute during activity. This phenomenal heart rate supports their extremely high metabolism, which is necessary to power the rapid flapping of wings at up to 80 beats per second in some species. In fact, hummingbirds possess the highest metabolism of any bird relative to their size, a biological necessity for hovering and swift flight. The energy demands are so intense that hummingbirds must consume more than their body weight in nectar each day to maintain equilibrium. Their digestive system is adapted to absorb sugars quickly, enabling a rapid conversion of food into energy, which sustains their near-constant movement during daylight hours. The hummingbird's ability to hover is a marvel of biomechanics. Unlike most birds that rely primarily on the downstroke for lift, hummingbirds generate lift on both the downstroke and upstroke of their wing beat. This is achieved through a unique ball-end socket joint at the shoulder, which allows the bird to rotate its wings in a figure-8 motion. Territorial behavior in hummingbirds is another aspect of their personality that contrasts sharply with their delicate appearance. Males in particular are known to fiercely guard nectar sources, chasing away intruders with swift dives, chirps, and even physical confrontations. This aggressive behavior ensures access to vital energy resources and may influence reproductive success. The link between dominance, feeding territory, and mating opportunity underscores the complexity of hummingbird social interactions, which are far more dynamic than casual observers might assume. Reproduction in hummingbirds is equally unique. Unlike other birds that may build large, conspicuous nests, female hummingbirds construct tiny, camouflage nests often the size of a walnut, lined with soft materials like plant down, spider silk, and feathers. These nests are typically attached to tree branches and are so lightweight and flexible that they can expand as the chicks grow. Males play no role in nesting or raising the young. After a brief courtship and mating, females assume full responsibility. The chicks, born blind and featherless, are fed regurgitated nectar and insects, growing rapidly due to the high-protein and high-sugar diet. Migration adds another layer of wonder to the hummingbird's repertoire. Some species, such as the ruby-throated hummingbird, migrate thousands of miles each year, traveling from Central America to North America and back. One of the most astonishing feats is the nonstop flight of this species across the Gulf of Mexico, a journey of over 500 miles without rest. Given their small size and immense energy requirements, such endurance is astounding. To prepare for this journey, hummingbirds enter a phase of hyperphagia, during which they double their body weight by consuming large quantities of nectar and insects. This fat reserve acts as the sole energy source during the crossing, highlighting the bird's incredible ability to store and mobilize energy with efficiency. The energy economy of hummingbirds has made them a subject of deep interest in the field of physiology. To sustain flight, they consume up to 10 times more oxygen than a resting human, with their respiratory and cardiovascular systems working at full capacity. Their lungs are equipped with a highly efficient cross-current exchange system that allows rapid gas transfer, while their blood contains a high concentration of hemoglobin to maximize oxygen delivery to tissues. In addition, their muscles contain a high density of mitochondria, the energy factories of cells, especially in the pectoral muscles, which account for up to 30% of their body mass. These adaptations make hummingbirds the avian equivalent of endurance athletes, capable of performing feats that would exhaust larger animals in a fraction of the time. Equally fascinating is the way hummingbirds manage energy conservation. At night, or when food is scarce, many species enter a state called torpor, a form of deep rest where their metabolic rate drops to as low as 1/15 of normal. Their body temperature plummets, and their heart rate slows dramatically. Torpor allows hummingbirds to survive periods of low food availability and cold nights without depleting their energy reserves. However, emerging from torpor is an energy-intensive process that can take up to an hour, during which the bird is vulnerable to predators and environmental dangers. This trade-off between conservation and survival speaks to the finely tuned balance that defines hummingbird biology. In recent years, the study of hummingbirds has expanded beyond biology into the realms of robotics, physics, and materials science. Engineers have been inspired by the bird's flight mechanics to design micro-aerial vehicles, MAVs, for surveillance, search and rescue, and environmental monitoring. Mimicking the hummingbird's wing movement requires sophisticated modeling of fluid dynamics and precision control systems, making these birds models for bio-inspired innovation. Their feathers, which exhibit iridescence due to microscopic structures rather than pigmentation, have also attracted interest for the development of new materials that reflect light in controlled ways, potentially useful in camouflage, display technologies, and solar energy applications. Conservation concerns are also central to the science of hummingbirds. Habitat loss, climate change, and pesticide use pose serious threats to many species. Because hummingbirds are highly specialized in their feeding habits, often forming mutualistic relationships with specific flowering plants, they are vulnerable to disruptions in ecological networks. In many indigenous cultures of the Americas, hummingbirds hold spiritual significance, symbolizing resilience, love, and transformation. These cultural narratives often reflect a deep ecological understanding of the bird's role in. As the climate continues to shift and biodiversity faces increasing threats, hummingbirds stand as indicators of ecological health. Their dependence on specific plant species makes them sensitive barometers of environmental change, much like bees or amphibians.